Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kristen. Welcome to my new subscribers and hello to my longtime subscribers that are here all the time. I truly appreciate all of you being here, and today I'm going to film for you my bi-weekly makeup basket. And the last 2 weeks I did the theme of baked products, and this basket I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do for a theme, so what I kind of decided was that I was just going to pick out some things out of my collection that I had either been thinking about, that I had been inspired to pull out from my collection from other YouTubers, or products that I just wanted to try that I've had in my collection that I haven't tried at all. And I thought that I would have just a few of those products, and then I would be able to focus on project pan items, or like my Pan That palette for my eyeshadows and things. Of course, that's not how things worked out, because as I was picking some things here or there, I was like, oh, this is going to be a nice, small, manageable basket. Yeah, no. My anxiety, I would call it, kicked in, but it's not really anxiety. Just wanting to pull this, that, and everything. Every time something came to my head, I was like, oh yeah, I'll pull that. So what happened when I started going through my collection was I had the things that I knew that I was going in for, that I wanted to pull out. And then I saw some things that I might want to try that I haven't tried, or use if I haven't used in some time, and really evaluate if there are things that I want to declutter out of my collection. So the only thing I struggle with that is that if I decide to eliminate or take those things out of my collection and pass them on, I have to sanitize them, which is fine, but I just really wish I could make myself commit to just letting things go without trying them. But I have like severe FOMO that I'm going to lose out on a product that could have been an unsung hero in my collection that I just hadn't discovered yet. So anyways, what I found myself doing was pulling, for every one or two things that I pulled that I really wanted to pull for this basket, I pulled something that I might want to declutter for my collection. Pretty much. So not in every category. Definitely not in eye products. Eye products, I just pulled what I wanted to use. And that's pretty much it. So I will show you the things that I picked, and then I'll show you a couple of things. Actually, it's just primers. The two primers that I'm using, because I wasn't quite sure if I showed these anywhere along the way in a basket. I watched my last basket and I didn't mention either of these products, so I wanted to go ahead and mention them. So as far as primers go, I'm using two. Currently I am using my Naked Skin Beauty Balm by Urban Decay. This was one of the products that I chose for my 2016 makeup use up that I wanted to get through. So as you can see, I had started up here in my first, when I started the project, this was my first update, and now I am down to here. So I am using this on a steady pace. And then in my fall into project pan, I have this Becca backlight priming filter, which I have been neglecting, and then I went ahead and decided to start using this the last couple of days. Really enjoy this product. So those are the two primer products that I'm using. As far as foundations go, the couple that I showed you in the last video, as well as a Rimmel foundation and my MAC Face and Body, have kind of been rotating through. So I'm using several different foundations right now, but I didn't want to, go ahead and show those again because I've shown them somewhere along the line here and there. But I did pull a new concealer, not because I really need one. I do have my Maybelline Fit Me that I'm using. I have started using my MAC Studio Fix Pot Concealer again. And I think that's it, but I do really enjoy a brightening concealer under my eyes, usually in a clicky pen stick format, and I went looking for something else, and I ended up finding a couple, and one of those being my Physicians Formula Nude Wear Touch of Glow in Nude Glow. And when I first looked at it, I thought it was pretty light. And now looking at it, it seems a little darker. So we'll see how this goes as far as brightening under my eyes. I don't know if it will function that way, but as you can see, it's totally brand new. Haven't used it at all. So I know that my friend Abby from Make Life Your Runway has used this in the past, or one of the products from this line, because she had the cute little bow product. So I'm considering putting this in a 13 by Halloween project once I get going on using this. I am going to be filming the video for that very soon. Also, the update for my Fall Into Project Pan should be coming up in the next couple of days as well. I will need to get that filmed. So rather than keep flailing that concealer about in the air, we'll move on to the next product. So as far as powder goes, I am panning my e.l.f. tone correcting powder, and I've made some significant progress in that. I am probably going to put that into a project as well. I guess I should probably stop telling you guys that stuff. Otherwise, you'll already know before I even film that video what I'm going to be putting in my project. So I have, for the last 2 weeks, really been using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Natural, which I pulled for the last basket because of it being a baked product. I'd used it a couple of times prior to that, and I realized that after using it for the last couple of weeks, I have really worn down that dome, and it's going pretty quickly. And I am in the total mindset of finishing up as much as I can this year. So the big problem I've had with picking out products for project pans and things like that is that I don't have enough or a lot of products that are close enough for me to finish in a short seasonal project pan. So I am all about making as much progress as I can on products so that I can put them in projects later. So I'm going to go ahead and keep using this. Also with my e.l.f. tone correcting powder, another reason is because I haven't filmed that video yet, and I don't want to make too much more progress on it because then it will really be a gimme product for the project. And I already have a couple of those that I'm putting in, so I don't want to have too many gimme products, which will help me. But it is like a 3.5, 4-month project, so I should have enough time to finish some stuff. I don't need a whole lot of gimme products. But anyways, that is the powder I'm going to be using along with my e.l.f. tone correcting powder. And then I guess we will move on to bronzers. And the first thing I'm going to show you is what I initially wanted to pull out, because I was watching a video from Dishwater, I think Dishwater Dreams, and she had this product from Wet n Wild in her basket. This was in Dusk Till Dawn, and as you can see, this is a bronzer blush kind of duo, and I really loved these when they first came out. Loved the way they looked, let's put it that way, because I have not opened any of them. But after purchasing them and after seeing some other people's reviews, I question how smart it was of e.l.f. to configure a bronzer and blush in this manner, because you can't get one or the other very easily. And so what she was talking about in her video was that this was a fail initially for her until she realized that she should swirl all of this together, and she got a really nice kind of pinky, corally, bronzy kind of blush out of it and really enjoyed it, and then it became a favorite for her. So I decided that I would pull this out as well and use it that way. I think maybe subconsciously this was a reason why I didn't pull these out, but it makes so much sense, and I now realize that that was probably their intention all along. But unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of like marketing out there for these types of products when they come out, as far as demonstration and things like that. So there wasn't really a whole lot of explanation. So what I wanted to do, since I hadn't used any of them, was go ahead and pull out the other two. This one is in Hold Me Close, and as you can see, this is really, really light. Probably more like a blush highlight kind of product than a bronzer blush kind of combo. But this still is classified as bronzer and blush. So I pulled this with the explicit intention of this being a highlight slash blush rather than a bronzer. So I kind of put it in that category because I'm showing you these with the bronzers that I've chosen. But that will probably be a highlighter blush kind of product. And then this one is just a bit darker, and the blush is just a bit more hot pink, and this is called Everything Under the Sun. So this I'm not sure of because of how dark that bronzer is, but we will give it a go and see how this goes. So I have that, and then there is a bronzer that I'm already using. I'm using my Tarte Park Avenue Princess, and again, I am almost finished with that one, and I am considering some bronzers to go ahead and use in place of that as far as panning purposes. Of course, I'll use other bronzers here and there. So I was really inspired by Bethany from Glamour with Grace, who panned this bronzer from e.l.f. and this is the golden bronzer. I'm pretty sure this is the one she had. I don't know that they have any other ones, but this is the bronzer with 4 quads to it. And I had all of the intention in the world in using this product for a bronzer to pan. And then I swatched it last night, and I mean, I am fair, but on the back of my hand, I felt like this was really super light, almost on the bronzy kind of highlight spectrum. So I even took the 2 darkest shades and kind of isolated them because it's very easy to isolate with this palette, at least finger swatches. And I still felt like they were very light. So I want to see how well this does on my skin, whether it shows up, if there's another use I can make out of it so that I can still continue to plan on panning this item. So I'm not so much starting the panning process now, but just kind of scoping it out. Let's just say I'm going on a date with this bronzer to see if I want to commit to it for the long run. So we will see with that. And then just because multi-purpose, what have you, even though I probably have enough bronzer type products with the Park Avenue Princess, I wanted to pull my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette just because I haven't in a while, and I figured I could use some of the top shades to set my under eye, and I could focus on using this to actually contour with and then use my other products for bronzing purposes. So I went ahead and pulled my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. As far as blushes go, another thing that Dishwater Dreams mentioned in her video was in regards to this Physicians Formula Sexy Booster, which I actually just mentioned in another video that I should be getting edited and posted very soon. It is a tag video. This is the Sexy Booster blush in the color, I believe, Rose. I don't think this is the natural one. I think this is Rose. I actually don't remember which one she had, if it was Rose or if it was the other one. You can't really see that. You can see the finger swatch better. But what she said was that she felt like she really loved this product and put it on her cheeks in her last basket, and she felt like this was just a huge glitter bomb all over her cheeks, which she's okay with glitter or shimmery blushes, but this really bothered her because it was very, very glittery, very shimmery on her cheeks. So I wanted to see if I kind of felt the same way about this, because I have a gripe with this product being just super bulky packaging. I really like the smell of it, and I believe I remember liking the color. You can see I used like the crap out of this thing. That shoe used to have a high heel on it. It doesn't anymore. And I really love this at one point. So I want to see how I feel about it now and then go from there. So the next product I went ahead and pulled, I cannot remember whose video I was watching recently. I think it was Cherish. I think it was Cherish from Pretty Pistol 86. And she had mentioned the blush from Hourglass in Ethereal Glow. And I love this. And I do have a little bit of a dent in that, or it's a little bit more flattened than it used to be. I don't know if you can see that. So I wanted to pull this and wear this just because I know I love this and I really just want to wear it. So I pulled that, and then a blush combo that I'm wearing today that I have absolutely loved. I am not a huge blush combo person just because I don't ever think about doing it. Not because I don't want to. Sometimes it's because I don't know what to put together, but I just did something one day in the last several weeks and I can't stop doing it. So one is a blush that I'm trying to pan. This is MAC Mineralized Blush in the color Warm Soul. And that's what that looks like there. And then I've been putting that all from here back. And then I just pop this color from Hard Candy right here in Punch. I have the other one, which is, I don't know, Starburst or something like that. I have that one too, and I use that one as well, but I really enjoyed this one the most. And see, it's got two different colors to it. I just swirl through this product, picks up the majority of that pink, and I pop it right on the apples of my cheeks. And the two of these just look awesome together with my Park Avenue Princess bronzer. So these are the two that I pulled to continue using this week. As far as highlighters go, when we talk about things that we love, I am right on board with Abby from Make Life Your Runway in pulling my MAC Oh Darling highlight. This is a gold highlight, very pretty. Love this so much. Wanted to use this in the next 2 weeks. And then I pulled one that I want to try because I haven't tried it since I used it, and one that I really haven't tried since I used it other than swatching it that I might want to declutter from my collection. So the one that I might want to declutter from my collection is this L'Oreal True Match Lumi Powder Glow Illuminator, and this is in the color Rose. I do have the one in Ice. I'll be honest, the only reason why I think I might want to eliminate this from my collection is because of the reviews that I have seen on YouTube, Instagram, all of that since this came out. So I am not one that is easily swayed by anybody else's opinion, but because I'm trying not to purchase any makeup, I definitely take that into consideration if I am itching to buy something. If it's got bad reviews, it's just as well that I don't buy it. But if it's something that I already have in my collection, I've already bought it, but I haven't used it, I'm not going to just say, oh, well, it's a crap product and toss it or give it away. I do want to give it my own test, my own opinion, and then that way I know for myself whether it's a crap product or not, and I don't just go with, you know, what everybody else is saying. So there's that. And the other that I pulled that I know that I will absolutely love, I'm so glad that I had gotten it, but I saw Nicole from Young, Wild, and Polished wear this a couple weeks ago on her Snapchat, and this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the color Precious Petals. So I really, really wanted to go ahead and give this a go because I haven't used it, which is travesty. So that is it for face products. We'll move into eye products hopefully very quickly because in true Kristen fashion, this video is becoming long. So back to watching the video from Dishwater Dreams. I was totally inspired to pull out a palette I got like 3 years ago. I had walked into Sephora because I had seen this palette in somebody's video and I had to have it. I just had to have it. And they didn't have it on the shelf anymore. They had just reset their Kat Von D display. And she said, let me go in the back and look because we literally just reset this display like a couple hours ago. So she pulled this palette out and I haven't used it since I bought it. Again, total travesty, but I'm so excited to use it. I see it all the time, never pull it, but it's because I have so much makeup. it's really terrible. But this is the Kat Von D Esperanza palette. Obviously, this really is outside of anything that she is doing lately. She does not have any other palettes like this. All of the rest of them are longer, you know, more narrow palettes. This is definitely a venture away from what she normally does. Even when this came out, this was still just different for her. So, anyways, getting back to the palette, this is what this looks like, and I will show you inside. These are the eyeshadows, and I am super excited to use these. These two are super shimmery. This is a shade shifter, which was made famous by her holiday palettes when she had those shade shifters in there. This is a nice mint green. This is a matte kind of brownie cream shade. This is a little bit of a sheen peachy shade. This is also a matte. This is kind of like a coral red shade, and then this color right here is like a bronzy gold kind of shade. So I'm super excited to use this palette, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to use this palette by itself. So I wanted to pull a palette that had some other shimmery shades in it, some matte shades that I could use to pair with that. I don't know why I didn't just think I could use my Pan That palette, but I wanted more variety. So I went ahead and pulled my Lorac Mega Pro palette. And there was a alternative reason as to why I chose this one. I looked at the Pro Mega Pro 2. I looked at both my Lorac 1 and 2 palettes. I don't have 3, and I've been really wanting to focus on panning eyeshadows, or hitting pan on as many eyeshadows as I can this year, and it's been a while since I've hit pan on an eyeshadow. So when I saw this palette, the first thing that I noticed was this shade right here in khaki. I could be very close to hitting pan here, and I could probably be very close to hitting pan on cream. The only problem is I'm using several cream shades from different palettes that I'm trying to actually completely pan. So that's the only thing, but I could probably hit pan on a couple of these shadows probably in the next couple weeks. So that's why I pulled this palette to go along with that. And then I lost my damn mind, okay? I knew that there was a shadow in the Lorac Unzipped Gold that I wanted to use. So I pulled this palette literally for one shadow, and that is this shadow in the color Unleashed. This is a super in-your-face, crazy pigmented metallic gold shade on your lid. So I definitely wanted to do a look with that. Probably will be the only thing I use this palette for, because I want to do that look. So there's that. Then I watched my girl, Abby, from Make Life Your Runway. And she had picked her Maya Mia palette to go on her New Orleans vacation with. I wanted to pull my Maya Mia palette. Like she said, it is very versatile. You can get a whole lot of looks out of this palette, and probably could have been the companion to my Esperanza palette without the Mega Pro. But we have nude, we have warm taupe, we have this caramel color, all matte shades. And then you've got these pretty colors right here, and a shimmery shade, a vanilla for the brow bone, something to deepen up the crease in the outer V here. Just a one-stop shop, really, really, truly is. Yet another palette that I haven't used since I purchased. What is wrong with me? And then I remembered that I had seen somebody pull and take out this Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I wanted to use it. So we gonna use it. I pulled this Sweet Peach palette as well. At the very least, I have options if I want to use different things. Maybe I won't get to it all. I hold myself to trying to use everything that I've pulled in my basket. Otherwise, why pull it? But if I don't, I don't. So the last thing I have here is lipsticks. Lip products, let's say that, because I don't have any lipsticks here. So what happened, I was looking for a primer last night. I keep them in my old Birchbox boxes. And I didn't know if my primers and concealers were in my bathroom or if they were in my drawer in my other room. So I pulled down the first box I got to, which happened to be all of my Chubby Stick lip products. I have way too many. So I started going through those and I said, let me pull like one of each color family for the week. So the first one I pulled that I swatched on my hand is one that I am pretty confident I'm going to declutter out of my collection. And probably when it comes to these, because of their age, because I have not sanitized them before, I will sanitize them before I use them now, but to sanitize them and give to somebody else, they've already got some age on them. They've not been sanitized. These are just getting tossed. So, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Slick Balm Stain Moisturizing Lip Color in the color Nudist Colony. This is like a concealer nude when I swatch it. I can't remember. I've used it. I can't remember. I don't think I like it because I think it sits in my fine lines, well, my lines in my lips, separates. Really don't like it. Probably will only put it on once and toss it. The next product I pulled was this L'Oreal Glossy Balm in the color Ginger Candy. Really enjoyed this color. At one point wanted to put it in a project pan. I already have so many lip products that I'm trying to use, so I never did. But this is really pretty, wanted to pull it. And then I saw its sister, the L'Oreal Glossy Balm in the color My Baby Girl. And it's a really nice pink. Really enjoyed the formula on both of these, so I went ahead and pulled that. Then I saw another product that I was immediately going to just throw out of my collection, totally get rid of it, because I have this problem of buying red lipsticks that I know I'll never use, ever, but I do it. So I have this Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in the color Romantic. But what I think happened here is I'm pretty sure I got this in some sort of a makeup bag or like a subscription service. I really remember getting this and thinking, why would I get a red? Why me? Why me? I don't think I did this to myself by purchasing it. So, since it is a balm and it's not full on red, I wanted to give it a shot. So I went ahead and pulled it. And then again, I was watching my girl Abby in her spring and summer lip picks. And she mentioned these Milani Lip Intense Color, Liquid Color glosses. And so I pulled mine out. This is in the color Fiery Coral. I know my husband loves this shade. And I love this product. It dries down on my lips. It's long lasting. I really enjoy it. So I went ahead and pulled this just to have a little pop of color on some days. So that is that for lip products. This video is 28 minutes and I don't think I'm going to cut much out. So holy crap. Okay, the one last thing I wanted to just show you is what I was wearing today on my eyes. I really love it. In fact, I think I probably, and the reason why I wanted to show this, I will probably keep this kind of on the back burner in case I want to use it in the next 2 weeks. This is my Laura Geller 20 Shades of Baked from my last project, my last makeup basket, and I really wanted to use this color in Periwinkle. I had only used this palette one time in the 2 weeks that I was using this palette or had this in my basket. And so I wanted to go ahead and use this Periwinkle color, and it's very pretty. It's on the inner corner of my eye. It went on a little darker than I thought it was going to, but over a white base, I was able to sheer it out, and it looks really, really nice. And then on the outer V or the outer corner of my eye, I wanted to use this Tanzanite color. And it doesn't look like anything special from where you are probably, but in person, in the mirror, this is just an absolutely gorgeous eye look. So I wanted to mention that. But thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. One more quick thing I wanted to mention is I don't think I'm going to keep doing the recap videos for my makeup baskets. What I think I'm going to do instead is start bringing back a favorites video that I'm going to do monthly, because I do these makeup baskets bi-weekly, and then I have 2 baskets of products that I may have discovered some favorites, like this blush combo, or something that I am really using a lot in each basket, and then maybe some things that I didn't show in the basket that I decided to just go ahead and pull in to my basket throughout the course of the 2 weeks. So I'm going to just go ahead and go back to favorites and just pick out some things that I really loved, rather than going over my entire 2-week basket for you guys. So let me know what you guys think about that, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks. Bye.